what we say.
No, well, it's not like TikTok, but respectful.
Within reason.
Yeah.
Oh, we're live.
All right.
Yeah. You can say a lot
2, 1.
more. You can get away with a lot more over here.
Yeah, I've been testing the issues a little bit.
Dipping your toes in the water.
Griff, try not to get me banned from YouTube.
I wouldn't do that.
It's
Yo,
my retirement fund.
I was on your live the other night. You were doing something with your pool cleaner.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, I tried to make a video about that shit, but it was fucking up. Wouldn't let me go horizontal. Forced me to go vertical. So we're here with Deadman Spirits. If any of you don't know who he is, now's the time to find out.
A lot of people don't know who I am.
Hell yeah.
By the way, man, PhilBilly, I'm digging the shirt. I'm digging the shirt, son.
Thanks, brother. It's a pig barbecuing with some fucking fireworks going off behind him.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Tyler? What's up, Shine Monkey?
Like
What's up, Monkey?
a 4th of July shirt.
Yeah.
I'm ready, dude. Every day's the 4th of July now, man. From here on out, every fucking day.
Yep.
Blowing shit up, baby.
Hell yeah. Yo, my birthday's July 6th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's a good birthday, bro.
Hell yeah. You need a bag? Could you grab mine from my room?
So, Deadman, you build a lot of electrical stuff, don't you? You're an electrician by trade, right?
I am an electrician by trade, yes.
Hell yeah. Tell us a little bit about what you got going on, what you've been into.
Honestly, there ain't much to talk about. I haven't been doing much of anything. I sent Griff a controller. I had some stuff laying around. I tried to make him the best what I could do with what I had. And I made one for Sean Rigsby. That was pretty cool. So I haven't heard from him yet, so apparently it hasn't blown up.
The one you made for me is fucking great.
I don't know if he's even had a chance to run it yet. I think he's sorry, man, I took a fucking took something earlier I'm a little bit out of it. But I think he's in Gatlinburg. They're doing his run, I believe.
I saw that. I saw that on the TikTokies. Yeah, I saw that. Finally, you're starting to see something.
Yeah. I think everybody started bitching about it, and the shit started adding up, and they finally got off their asses.
It's like my old man says, man, squeaky wheel gets the grease. You know, they're going to put you on the back burner until they can't stand listening to you anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen a video on Facebook with them, and then, I guess they came out with a NASCAR thing or something, and people started bitching, oh, you can make this, but you can't make,
PGA shit.
PGA
Tour,
PGA,
fucking Lemonade. I did get your package, Mark. I appreciate it. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Buddy Mark Turner, he sent me a box. I got it yesterday.
Hey, what's up, Mark? I can't see who's in here. I can't see comments or anything, so I'm just going off of y'all.
I can't either.
That's a good thing, then.
Hell yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, I was trying to see the comments earlier, and I fell off the live, so I guess I just won't get to see the chat.
I don't
anybody ask you let know.
When you're doing it from a phone, you don't really get a chance to see it. I think you got to be on PC more.
But, even on a tablet, I use my phone, and I put that to the side. And
oh damn! I asked Griff if it mattered if I had to be on a tablet or a phone. He's like, "Nah, it's fine." So I just did it on my phone. I like to see what's going on, even though I am notorious for not paying attention to comments. Sorry.
So what's up, Cyrus? What do you got your hands into?
I've just been really busy because we've been in the middle of a move, and so that's kind of taken up all my time. We're just about settled in pretty well now, and so things will be a lot easier for me because I was traveling back and forth from over here to where we were and trying to do work and videos and all that. It was pretty hard to keep things going. So I think now I'll be able to stay on top of things better, or at least, that's the excuse I'm using. Maybe it's just that I'm disorganized.
Yeah, Winsong texted me the other day saying that you guys are almost in.
Yeah.
How far of a move was it?
9 miles.
Oh, it ain't shit then. Okay.
I mean, as the crow flies, it's further than that in the Ozarks, but not
Understood.
too far. And we're not off grid, so we've got all the luxuries of life here, which is pretty nice. Full-time electricity and air conditioning and running water, hot water.
Yeah,
you gotta have that AC, brother.
all the comforts.
Now you're gonna get spoiled.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things to get used to over here because we were used to being very secluded, and here you can hear cars and things and people driving by in front of our house, and you can see them from our window. And we were used to only being able to see critters in the woods from our window, so that takes a little getting used to.
Winsong, what do I want for my birthday? Oh boy.
we got a guy named Keith Douglas. He's in here and he don't seem to be very happy. He said, "Are you going to talk about anything that makes sense, or just talk bullshit?" We're gonna talk bullshit, Keith.
I'm up for bullshit, man. I'll talk bullshit all night.
I think this might be Keith's first time in the line.
I think, Keith, you can eat a fat dick. If you don't like it, please feel free to go eat a fat dick, bro, at any given moment.
Yeah. If it starts sounding, too much like we're talking about something serious, then I'll probably jump off. I'm all about the bullshit. Bring it.
A nice fat fucking tuna can,
Oh shit! Let's see.
Hey, I was going to
So
ask
what you been into, PhilBilly?
Oh, good job.
I've been having issues. Long time listener, first time caller. All right, so they're fucking me up over here in the comments.
I know, man. You got me half tempted to sit there and open up my damn tablet now.
But I've still been waiting to run some things. I'm doing a lot of shit with a lot of the sipping creams. Been trying to grow my Facebook page quite a bit. But I've been on the sipping creams. Like, I just made a huge batch of peanut butter sipping cream. I call it peanut butter pie. It's pretty fucking good.
Jill told me about that, man. I've been waiting to try it.
Yeah, I'm in the midst of making a Elvis Presley one for my homie Chad. Even though he's been MIA for the last fucking month. What's up, Chad, you motherfucker? But
where's Chad?
Yeah, we're gonna get shirts made. Where the fuck is Chad? But anyways, he was, I think, one of the first people to really throw out some Elvis Presley shine. But I'm gonna do a Elvis Presley sipping cream, and then I'm gonna try and make sure he gets some of it, or at least give him the recipe so he can make some where he's at. I don't know if I trust mailing anything to Chad. He's pretty under surveillance most of the time because he's a little too fucking little too wild with the mail services that are offered here. but I do have some shit in the works I've been meaning to do, but my back's been fucking killing me, man. To be honest,
I feel you on that one.
I've been having to eat these Klonopins just to get through the chiropractor because they strap me to a fucking table and they stretch me. They hook me up to this thing. It's called decompression. And they hook this big old belt around me on this table and they pull my legs in one way and they pull my arms another way. And I'm claustrophobic. I have white coat syndrome. So about an hour before I go in, I gotta take a pill, you know what I'm saying? And then the rest of the day, I'm fucking loose.
Man,
that sounds like some medieval torture device, man.
It wouldn't.
Like, are they trying to get information out of you or what?
Does the doctor have a bunch of fucking spikes sticking out of his face and shit?
Something I wouldn't mind introducing my old lady to tell you the truth.
Fucking, it wouldn't be so bad if it was like here at the house. Like, you could torture me all day as long as I'm comfortable in my own home. Or at least my mind's comfortable. Do you get me around like a hospital setting and my blood pressure spikes, my fight or flight, and it's usually fight because I'm too fucking fat to run. That's for goddamn sure. So
Get just, right 3,000.
Yeah, I'm not good. I'm not good in a hospital setting or doctors. The chiropractors, for some reason, my brain takes it that way too.
I'm about to fire up my keg for the first time this weekend.
Oh,
fuck yeah!
Nice.
It's about time.
Electric or propane?
Electric.
Hell yeah!
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Getting all fancy.
Well, I got this friend of mine who lives by RC down here, and he was, he's going through poor moments right now and needs help with his little couple bills. So I said, well, I tell you, he's a good friend of mine. I said, you let me run my keg in your garage and I'll help you with your electric bill. And he's like, all right. So hell yeah, indoors, fucking.
Hell yeah.
Now you said this will be the first time you're firing up the electric, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a vinegar run because it's been sitting around, and then probably a sacrificial, and then do something else. Probably on Saturday I'll do that Saturday and Sunday. I don't know. I just have a basic corn going.
Get you some blue corn, Griff. You won't regret it.
Oh, I was thinking. I don't know. I was thinking along the lines of like maybe a Jimmy Red or something. Jimmy Red with wheat.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask y'all now, and this is something I don't understand, and it's probably because I never messed with it. The differences between the corn. You get the Jimmy Red, you get the blue corn, you got this, that, and the next. I mean, when it comes down to it, isn't corn?
Nope.
Nope.
Not at all.
You get more starch which is more sugar than, from other
totally different flavor too.
Yeah.
I got you, JL.
I keep meaning to jump over there and get some of that blue corn from you, but I keep forgetting to do it. Hey, I was going to ask you, PhilBilly, are you? Did you get your copy of the newsletter? It went out Tuesday. Did you notice?
Yeah. The new one? I don't know. I haven't checked. I'll have
well,
to
let me know if you
check.
didn't get it. I know we were having problems with you getting it.
Is this from your site?
It's my bi-weekly newsletter, The MASH, and PhilBilly's been having a hard time getting his copy, and so
I'll have to sign up for that.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
hey guys, you guys go to Cyrus's site and sign up for his newsletter, and he'll send you an email with a new. It's not spam. It's every week. It's
every other
new
week.
Newsletter. Every other week, it's a new newsletter. You tell them. You know better.
We basically have the same sections in the newsletter every other week, and so We've got a featured article, which is just some kind of article about moonshine home distilling. It could be a historical article. It could be, how to use liquid amylase. It could be anything. And then we also have a featured recipe. So there's a new recipe in every issue. And these are recipes that we've tried, and somebody within our community has run it, and, it's a good recipe. And then we also have a section called Meet the Moonshiner, where we will interview someone from our community, our group called Moonshine for Beginners on MeWe. So it might be someone who's just started. It might be someone who's been doing it for decades. Last issue we did like a Rolling Stone style interview with PhilBilly, and we always have a featured product, some kind of deal that's going on that you can go get. Sometimes it's from Amazon, sometimes it's from Still in the Clear. Last week it was from PhilBilly. So it's a good newsletter. We work hard to put it out. It goes out every other week, and there's a lot of good stuff in it all the time. And it's not spam.
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, if you go to the homepage of stillintheclear.com and just scroll down, there's a space at the bottom where you can sign up. You can also just go to stillintheclear.com/newsletter and sign up.
Winsong said to fix your mic.
What's wrong with my mic? I don't know.
She's saying
my earbuds.
I know. I hear you good.
I hear you just fine.
It might be Winsong's.
Somebody gave us an angry face on fucking Facebook.
We got our first angry face.
Angry face.
Hell yeah.
Oh, his name is Dexter Brown. Well, Dexter, fuck your shit.
I'm gonna have to follow him.
And I just
typed in,
bro. I just typed in Dexter Brown. I don't know if it's the same one, but dude, type in Dexter Brown on fucking Facebook and look at that first picture that pops up. Holy shit! It is fucking gold. It made me. I'm tearing up, bro. Sorry we made you angry, Dexter. Sorry, bro.
Let me see if I can't move this motherfucker a little bit here.
It seemed like you have some reasons to be angry.
You should be inside the house.
But I'll take it. I'll take an angry face.
I love angry faces.
As long as it ain't coming from my wife, I'm down for it.
Oh yeah.
That's all I get.
From your daughter.
That's all I've gotten. If she smiled at me, I would freak the fuck out because I'd think like something's going on.
What does she want?
I see.
Hey, Winsong, if you're listening, you mind bringing me a Coke with some ice in it, or Pepsi or whatever?
Come on, Winsong, you can
I'll
do it.
take a beer if you're around.
Don't snap your fingers at her like that, Griff. She won't bring me shit.
Chad Hinch said, Cyrus, when are you going to do a recipe using Angel's yellow label yeast?
Yeah, I don't know when that's coming yet. I've already bought the yeast, and so it's just a matter of time. I haven't even got around to it, but I bought what I need to do that. So it'll be coming, especially now that we're finished with the moves. I'll have more videos coming out now than I have lately.
Do you got some, Angel? If not, I could send you some, bro.
No, I got a pound of it.
I was drinking a Bud Light here. But somebody else's.
Whatever.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Man, y'all keep talking about my Bud Lights. I'm gonna have to go grab one, man. You making me thirsty.
I just did a shotgun video with a Bud Light the other day.
You gotta tuck it
all the
first,
bullshit,
Griff.
man.
Nah, I get it too. No, like if that was what I drank, man.
Yeah.
That fucking tranny ain't gonna change my mind on it. I might put a koozie over the can, just so I ain't gotta talk about it all the fucking time.
Yeah. I think it was Deadman that was telling me when they did that, that was meant for a gift to somebody. They're not like manufacturing cans like that.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care either.
I heard they wanted to buy their own stock back cheap as shit. So they shot that out there to destroy the company. They're going to buy the stock back at a cheaper price, and then they're going to fucking, because you can't kill Budweiser. You can't kill Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, no. They did you see the rainbow? They actually, I do have a shirt coming in the mail, and it has a Bud Light can on it, and it says tranny fluid.
Oh yeah.
And yes, Griff, I was the one telling you that.
I do have it coming from well, he was on here the 1 week. What's his name? Toothless News.
Toothless. That
one.
motherfucker's crazy.
What do you want to make
son. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, dude. He reminds me of fucking Dave Chappelle so fucking much. The way he talks, like, hi. It's just his voice, like. Hey,
He's a good dude, though.
Yeah, he's cool as shit.
Yeah, thank you,
I
baby.
went
Which flavor do you want?
They're saying hi, baby.
Hey, which moonshine you want in it?
That
Hey,
bourbon right there on the end.
The moonshine man got a woman that fixes his moonshine for him.
Trying to get this camera fixed.
Tonight's comment night.
you're
What
sexy.
questions do you have for us?
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
Cyrus,
PhilBilly would be a little more
Yeah.
sexier if he switched
you got any questions for Deadman?
Hey, no, I see your videos are all, your TikToks are always in my For You page. Pretty funny stuff. There was, no, maybe I shouldn't talk. Maybe I shouldn't say anything about that one. Well, fuck it. Some video with this gal doing the splits or something. It was like a stitch or something. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Lord, Sean, they actually flagged that for. They flagged it for sexual suggestive sexual content.
Flagged your video or the other one?
Yeah. No. The one I stitched. The original's still out there. So they flagged that, and I'm like, oh, this is some bullshit. I was camping with some friends of mine. I'm like, this is bullshit. I had dick for a connection, so I was like, yeah, I guess I'll see it Monday morning or something, when I get back home. But they put it back up, and as soon as they put it up, there's another video on there that I stitched with this lady riding a horse backwards, and she flips over, and somehow her freaking head is in the horse's ass, and she's sitting there and keeps on riding. And it's another video I stitched. It had been up for months, and they took that down for dangerous behavior or some shit.
Dangerous.
And I didn't win that one. I'm like, y'all got to be freaking kidding me.
All right, Mark here wants to know how long shine making been going in all of our families. I'm the first generation in my family.
Second that I'm aware of.
I don't have a clue. I didn't get to meet all the people in my family died before I was old enough to remember them. So first gen. I've heard stories and shit, but I never really, like, I met my grandpa twice, and he was from Tennessee, so I'm sure he ran some fucking shine. He did everything else. He used to have fucking card rooms and shit, underground card rooms. He's kind of a gangster.
Oh, he was running shine then.
Well, they were so fucked up that my grandma got shot in the face. I never got to meet her.
What?
Yeah, 1976. My grandma took my uncle's car to the grocery store. He had a hit out on him because he had fucked over some of the wrong people. And
God damn.
So they rolled up on her. She was in his car. They rolled up on her. I guess they didn't bother to check. They just seen his car. They fucking shot her in the head with a shotgun on the freeway. Car rolled into a ditch. She didn't die immediately, but she died on the way to the hospital. So I never got to meet her. And that's, you know. And what's fucked up is it wasn't the Italian side of the family that was gangsters. It was the white boys. Because my grandma was full Italian, and my grandpa full white boy. So my uncle's the one that did it. He was kind of a gangster. But
I'm confused. Are Italians?
What's your favorite?
Are Italians what?
Are they not white?
I live in Italian.
By the comment.
I guess you consider them white, but a lot of people don't. I don't know.
They're olive.
My grandma was Italian.
Gotcha.
My grandpa wasn't, and usually Italians are the ones doing the gangster shit. In this case, it was the other way around.
Like the Sicilians.
Yeah, Southern Italy.
Well,
Southern Italy
isn't
is where all that shit goes down. No, it's two different. You say that to them, they get pissed off.
I'm gonna go right down the street and say it.
People in Northern Italy don't like people in Southern Italy. Okay. No, like they're racist against people in Southern Italy. If you meet real Italians from Northern Italy, and they're scared of people in Southern Italy too, will tell you, like, don't go down there. it's like going to fucking, you know, neighborhood here.
Are you tall enough to go down here?
Yeah.
What's your favorite setup? Somebody wants to know what, like, your favorite setup to run.
I prefer single runs. I don't like double distilling or all of that stuff. I prefer single runs. But that's just my preference. Like,
yeah,
that's what I'm into. Also, I single run with a thumper.
I don't even use a thumper. I'm going to be getting a thumper when I want to get one of Adam's stills, and when I get one of Adam's stills, I want to get a thumper with an infuser, with that 1920 infuser.
I wrote this over so you can read the comments.
Oh, thank you, hon. Winsong brought me the tablet.
Man, she is so good to
such a
you.
great wife.
I know, right? She spoils me.
Man, you better rub her feet every night.
Oh shit!
Did you say that out loud? Dadgum.
As long as she washes them.
You just gave him a job.
Thank God you got earbuds in, you can't hear.
Yeah, I want to get that infuser on a thumper on one of Adam's stills. I'm pretty excited. If I can infuse, I'd go back to using thumpers.
What size still are you getting?
I don't know yet. From Adam, I don't know what I'll get. Maybe a 20, a 10 or a 20. I don't want to get anything too big. I'm kind of wore out on running them big runs.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of space. You got to have big fermentation vessels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about going to a 50, but that's goddamn too much liquor, like of one kind, you know?
Yeah.
You can't never have too much liquor, but it's like, I don't need 3 or 4 gallons of this flavor when I have all these other runs and all these other fucking flavors, dude.
No, I got you. I got you 100%. I mean, I got a 55-gallon stainless steel that I'll use, but I prefer running the keg. I mean, I can have the same mash. I can have the same mash and have it set up for 50 and just make several runs in the 50. I mean, it just, I prefer it.
Yeah.
A lot less maintenance.
If it was back in the day when I was doing the part of Shine that we probably shouldn't talk about on here, then, you know, a 50 or 100, that's good because you're making the same thing over and over and over. But doing what I do now, I make different things all the time now. So it doesn't make sense for me to make big runs.
It's more of a craft than it is a business.
Yeah. I love keg stills too. That's why I keep building and designing shit for them. I will never stop making keg stills. I'll do what I can to put my mark on a keg still. Like actually, I'm building something right now. I'm gonna go grab it and show you guys. It's pretty cool.
I'm looking so
right
forward
back.
to running my keg. It'll be my first time running a keg. I can't, you know.
I need another drink, anyways. I'll be right back, y'all.
All right.
Yeah, Mark Turner says smaller, better quality shine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, it until you get down into like 5 gallons, because a 5-gallon still, you can't even make cuts on a 5-gallon still.
Yeah, that's just.
If you do,
You're looking at more work than you are anything with something that small. Because you put all that effort into mashing it in, you put all that effort into setting it up, running it, and then you have little to show for it. And like you said, you can't make cuts on it.
Yeah, it's hard to make cuts. The advantage to a little still like a 5-gallon is, number one, if it's your first time, you can get you a 5-gallon still for like $75 and do a few runs and kind of get into the groove of it. And your run is over quick. Like you're not sitting there for 8 hours with a 5-gallon pot still.
Right. I mean, it's great for people beginning. It's great for people just, even if you're just trying a recipe, you want to see how this turns out. Jump it in, but
I loved my 6-gallon copper one.
Oh yeah,
it was fucking great.
I hope people didn't get me wrong. I ain't got nothing against them. I'm just saying, my preference would be a keg still.
I think keg still is a really good size. 15.5 gallons. You can get you like a 15-gallon barrel to do your ferments in.
That's what I got right here.
It's a good size. I like our keg still, but we've also got a 10-gallon Alembic still, and those things make good liquor. Those Alembic stills, I don't even know what it is about them. I think it's just the shape somehow. It's like got an onion head on it, and
what
they make
backwoods. How big is his? 5 gallons that he got the Olympic.
Yeah,
that's nice.
I don't remember. Maybe Windsong remembers if she's still in here.
I like that one. That was on. I think it was last week he was running. I was watching him. It was pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I just finished up a wheated bourbon. Just finished up mashing it, and that thing is going to finish off fast. Cap is already fallen. I did it on Sunday. I bet that thing's done tomorrow or the next day. But it's just a 6-gallon. It's a 6-gallon batch.
Yeah.
Because I got those.
It comes with a pepperoni pizza.
Oh hell! Look at that.
Man, he slammed that pepperoni pizza down pretty fast.
Got a nice set of balls there, PhilBilly.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is interesting. That is absolutely interesting.
Windsong said Backwoods still is a 10-gallon, by the way.
10 gallon? I like it.
I'm going to have sight glasses on them.
Hell yeah.
But going to be cool, man. I can't wait to finish it.
Jupiter, Earth, and Uranus.
Let me put my headphones on.
Let's keep Uranus out of it, Griff.
Those are the only balls he can see without a mirror.
He's stupid.
That's some funny shit, though.
Hell yeah. Sketchy.
Football.
Oh yeah, that Beaver football in our Moonshine for Beginners group, we call that the Lombardi column.
Lombardi. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, man. I fucking love keg stills. I'll never stop building shit for them. So I mean, I don't think they're ever gonna go away.
No.
There's no way. They're just too convenient. I mean, they're portable. You could set them up and break them down quickly. It's just they're easier to control whether you're going propane or you're going electric. Just
Yeah.
all around. I mean, I love it.
Put that motherfucking keg over a campfire if you got to. Fucking run that son bitch.
Yeah, you could.
You could
Well,
absolutely.
and they're
Fucking Chad puts his right on the stove.
durable. You know, they're just durable as hell. You're not gonna break one. At least
Yeah.
not the
No.
keg itself.
Not the keg itself. They're built like a brick shithouse. I mean, that's how they were made. You know, you see these guys slinging these kegs in and out of these trucks, in and out of these bars, in and out of wherever. Yeah, they're built to last.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll never get rid of mine. I still have all my fucking kegs. I mean, I know I got a big giant pot and I run the shit out of my big pot, but I'll never, ever get rid of my keg still. I'll always have it just in case, you know?
Like I got the two electrical ports on it. Fucking a
I
drain
got
on the
I
bottom.
got I got one that I'm working on now. I got the one that I run. I got one that I'm working on now. I got four more that I'm getting this weekend. So I'm gonna be playing around a little bit.
Out here, it's hard to get a hold of a keg in our parts because of the laws. But I was buying furniture today, kind of on the side of the road. Guy had a bunch of stuff set up, and I was looking at stuff to buy. He had a keg out there that was kind of set off to the side. I said, "Is that keg for sale?" He goes, "No." I said, "Why not? I'll buy it from you." He goes, "No, I'm gonna turn that into a gas tank for a propane gas tank for my golf cart." I said, "Oh yeah, when did you plan on doing that?" I said, "When did you get the still to do that, or the keg to do that?" He said, 8 years ago. I said, "Man, you're not ever going to do that. Just sell that thing to me. It'll be a still within 2 weeks."
It's been 8 years, bro.
But he wasn't turning loose of it. So
Luckily, where I'm at, I'm close to the ocean front, and you get a lot of party people around here, so you can pretty much pick up kegs a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
well, here in Arkansas, if you don't return your keg, your name goes to the cops.
Oh, really?
And it's a meth thing. Apparently, they use them to cook meth, and so they made it to where if you go get one from a liquor store and pay your deposit, you can't just forfeit the deposit. Your name goes to the cops, and they're gonna knock on your door.
Shit, we can't even get kegs of beer from the liquor store. We got to go to the grocery store.
Oh wow,
That's crazy. That's corporation overreach.
Yeah.
That's corporations controlling local government to pass things. Like here, they made it to where you can't scrap them, because used to be the deposit was less than what the stainless was worth. So here people would take them to the scrap yard, but the scrap yard said, "Well, I can't take it unless it has a hole cut in it. So you'd have to drill a hole in it. Then they'd take it. They'd give you $30 a
damn.
pop." Back in the day, the deposit was only $20, but the stainless was worth 30. So people were, instead of taking them back to the deposit, they were scrapping the motherfuckers. Then the companies got together and with the government, Anheuser-Busch, which is Heidelberg and Miller Brewing, and there's another one. There's three of them here. They made it to where that the metal yards could not take kegs. And then they would be like, "Well, you got to cut them all the way in half." And you know how much labor that is to cut a fucking keg in half.
Fuck yeah.
People just aren't doing it. It's one thing to drill a hole, but to cut that whole son of a bitch in half. So then they raised up the deposit to $30. So now people started taking them back. But that's overreach to me. And what they do in Arkansas, that sounds crazy as shit, Cyrus. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and the deposit is $150 here.
Yeah,
Holy
the deposit's
shit.
pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big in PA too, I think. But they don't. If you don't return it, they don't.
$30.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember
I'm
what the
not sure.
deposit was, but back when I was,
Last time I
you
bought a
know,
keg with beer in it was when I was younger, partying in the woods. You know, but I like to get a refrigerator with a fucking just get a keg in there. That'd save me on money.
I got a kegerator in the garage.
Man,
I don't know about where you're at. Offer Up has them all the time.
Yeah.
what's up,
Last
FJ?
keg I got was some stale Heineken. It was fucking stale as shit.
Heineken
But
goes
here
fucking.
we have a company. They'll have dock specials. So kegs are outrageous usually. If they're full of beer, it's a lot of fucking beer. They're expensive. But sometimes they'll get some and they'll be ready to get rid of them. So they'll have a dock special and they'll be like $50 for a keg of, this or that.
Oh, a full keg.
Yeah. And it's very limited.
Damn.
But you still got to pay the $30 deposit, or you got to return an old keg. But $50 special, but you never know what it's going to be. Like, it could be good, it could be bad. I mean, like one time I got some, I think Warsteiner, it was old German beer. It was decent. Another time I got this shit. It was called Punch You in the IPA. And it was fucking horrible, bro. It was horrible. And I kept blacking out on it.
I haven't met an IPA I liked yet.
Yeah, I don't like IPAs.
I like them, but I didn't realize that all the lines in my keg had black mold in them. And they were all black and shit and moldy. I don't know if it was black mold. It was some sort of fucking mold. So I drink like 4 or 5 of these big old glasses of this beer. I'd black out. Like, what the fuck? I'd wake up next day like.
When I moved into this house.
What the fuck just happened?
You know those Heineken things, those little small Heineken things that get the little pump on it? It's probably like only a case in it. You know, there was one that was in this house when I moved in, still had the pump next to it. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. So I fucking hooked it up real quick, pumped the thing, poured out a little beer. Man, that fucking thing must have been sitting in that closet probably for about 3 fucking years, man. That thing was fucking it was bad.
Damn.
I don't think I can ever taste Heineken the same.
Big Easy brought me a fucking Heineken keg that was like 2 years old. And I was like, I'll drink that shit. And I did for a while, but after about getting drunk on it about 3 or 4 times, I was like, I'm done with that fucking shit. I'm not drinking no
Yeah, PhilBilly, don't you have that pick going on this weekend for that kit?
Yeah, Friday. Holy shit, I just realized I got a doctor's appointment on Friday at 7:30. So I'll have to do it in the car. I'll do it from my phone. Fuck it. I'll figure it out. Or I'll do it right before I leave.
That looks pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah, do it before you leave to go to the doctors. If you have to take a Klonopin to go to see the doctor, then yeah, it'd be best to do it before you go to the doctors.
Yeah,
I gotta pick up. They gotta do a sleep study on me. It's weird.
Oh shit.
Weird shit.
They're gonna put you on a CPAP.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I could sleep with that motherfucker on.
Right. Now, getting back to the whole scrapyard and the keg thing. Now, I do know from experience that scrapyards won't take canisters that are not punctured because they send them through a line and whatnot, and they get crushed or whatever. And if it still has any pressure behind it, you basically send it through a bomb. So I used to work with a heat and air company, and every time they would empty out their refrigerant canisters, they'd have to take a screwdriver and punch a hole through it. It's got a little, a punch in it. You just knock it out. But that's the reason I understand why they wouldn't take, sealed canisters. Yeah. Now, as far as taking a keg itself, I wouldn't dare try to take a keg to a damn scrapyard. I got too much use for it myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I buy them on Marketplace all the time.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
buying them.
I found 4 on offer up. 4 kegs, $60.
Damn.
That's a fucking hell of a deal, dude.
They're like
Yeah, and
gold around here.
I
You
told him
can't find them.
I
I'd buy
told him
them
I
just to
paid him an
resell
extra
them.
$20 just to deliver them. He's like, done.
Yeah, I'd buy them just to resell them. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
We
like I
snag
said,
them
man,
up.
where I'm at, you got a lot of party people. There's a lot of colleges around. You got people at the oceanfront. They like to get drunk and crazy. So, I mean, kegs are, they're a dime a dozen. It goes through ebbs and flows. I mean, sometimes you can find them, sometimes you can't. But when you can, they're basically they're reasonable.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Here it's hit or miss. Like sometimes we'll find a deal on a bunch. Sometimes they'll be 40 or 50 bucks a piece. But we like to carry them even if we don't make a fucking penny on them. We like to carry them because we sell keg parts. We
Hmm.
sell still parts for
Right.
keg stills. So even if we have to overpay for them, as long as we keep them in stock, that's what matters to us the most. So, and we'll ship somebody a keg because there's people like Cyrus said in Arkansas that can't fucking get one.
Yeah.
We'll ship you one. We'll ship one to you. We're not going to be picky. You ain't going to be able to get to pick it or choose it. It might have some scratches. It might have a dent in it, but it will be a functional keg.
I was getting ready to say, if it doesn't, I'd be suspect.
Yeah. But I ain't going to lie, man. Before the whole the Bud Light fiasco, I always wanted to have an Anheuser-Busch keg polished.
That's what I got. That's what I got at I got an Anheuser-Busch one.
Now, when I run my Anheuser-Busch keg still, I feel like I need to tuck it. I'm just fucking with you guys, but I do. I usually keep a couple Anheuser-Busch
Only
kegs.
if you bought it from Target. Only if you bought it from Target.
Are really shiny. They're nice. I got them from Target.
Oh, they're nice. They're really shiny. They're nice. Oh my God! What is this turning into?
But I always wanted to polish them.
Oh man, that's something I've never really even been worried about. I don't rightfully care what it looks like. Yeah. I'm more, what is it? Function over form. It can look like it came out the south end of a northbound dog for all I care, as long as it works and it works good. I'm happy with it.
Well, I
like to build the shit myself, so it's always going to look ugly if I build it.
I always got to take pictures of shit like this. So I got to polish this up. I want it to be on a nice, pretty keg that's not all fucking nasty. Because some of the kegs I get will have stickers and sticky shit all over them. And once they put them fucking stickers on something, dude, it's almost impossible to get that shit off.
Yeah.
You're over there cleaning and scrubbing.
Use your 4 shots. Use your 4 shots.
Yeah.
It'll take that fucking glue off quick.
It's still a lot of scrubbing, man. Fucking, some of them stickers are 30 years old.
Get some copper paint, solve the problem.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody do that?
Tennessee Texan.
Yeah, Tennessee Texan.
He said, I got a copper Cadillac, motherfuckers.
And that's funny as shit, because when I was making my last controller for myself, I went and got a can of copper spray paint. And I was like, yeah. And then I got to building that bitch, and I was like, no. I got too much work into this bitch. I'm not taking all this shit apart just to spray paint this bitch copper.
Dude. We stole this chick's car when I was a kid.
God damn.
We borrowed it. We just didn't bring it back.
Damn gangster family.
I'm like, where did this conversation come from?
Well, I had a conversation with this. I'm just talking about the spray paint thing, man. It's like, you know how you see people gold rims? This car was a shit rocket, dude. So we painted a real rocket that looked like a turd that was flying into outer space on the hood. And I took gold spray paint and I spray painted the rims, but I spray painted the tires too. So it looked like a fucking ghetto mobile, dude.
It felt like it was rolling on nothing but rims.
Oh, dude. It was funny as fuck, but she rolled up with her name, Destiny. They were mad as fuck. They cussed me out. Hey, I think to this day.
What was this? William Crowfeather says, Phil, watch the movie Oblivion. We looked at the robot drones in that movie. I guess he's talking about your nice set of balls there.
Yeah. You know, somebody did have a nice comment up here. Who was it? Chad. He said, what is everybody's go-to recipes for intermediate guy to achieve the great results with your mash and output for the run?
Is it corn
Uncle
and
Jesse
rye?
sour mash? Hey, Winsong.
Uh-oh. Buffering.
We
good?
Well, I mean, when you say intermediate, that kind of depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about somebody who's trying to move from like a sugar wash or sugar mash and start getting into all grain mashes, you know, I recommend just something simple like corn with liquid enzymes. Liquid enzymes are the easiest way to convert starches. You eliminate like 2 steps and 2 different temperature targets and hold times. You just can't, it's hard to screw up with liquid enzymes. Really, the only way you screw up with liquid enzymes is if you don't gelatinize your grains well enough, then you're not going to get a good conversion. But if you gelatinize your grains correctly, you're going to get conversion. I mean, it's just, that's what I would recommend. Well, in my idea of intermediate is, you know, I like stepping from sugar mash to all grain.
And if Winsong wants to get in the picture so much, why don't you move the camera over?
She can't hear you. Deadman says, if you want to get in the picture so much, why don't you just get in the camera?
Am I in the picture?
Your arms.
Oh, sorry about that. I just tried to establish Cyrus.
No, I don't apologize.
We love you, Winsong.
I mean,
no, I've always. Go ahead.
I will say about the enzymes is
picture on the
I was hesitant to ever use them just because when I was first making my videos, I was trying to primarily do videos for, you know, old school and older people that don't trust the internet and won't buy shit off the internet. You know what I mean? So I avoided things like triple scale hydrometers. I avoided enzymes, but I will say, man, that liquor is fucking pretty damn good. And it's pretty fucking easy. It's pretty easy to use.
And all grain mash, man. Like no sugar, just turning that starch into sugar, man. I love it. I don't know.
And I can't tell a difference in the taste between an all grain that you've converted starches with malted grains and an all grain that you've converted starches with liquid enzymes. There's like, as far as I can tell, there's no difference in taste.
Yeah, it's good and it's quick and easy.
I mean, honestly, I never even heard about the shit until about like a year ago. I mean, when I started making liquor, it was, I mean, I'm the guy. It was back when Moonshine started. I'm like, oh, that seems like it'd be a fun hobby. I didn't have anybody in my family I could fall back on and ask, you know, how to do this, how to do that. And like PhilBilly was saying, at the time, there was a stigma attached to it where you really didn't feel comfortable getting online and asking questions or, you know, buying this and that. So it was all tried and true for me. And it wasn't until a year or so ago that I, you know, tried the enzymes and stuff like that. And I mean, it was a game changer. It was an absolute game changer. Yeah.
Yeah. And that liquid enzyme, man, you skip steps just using that, you know, it's you don't have to wait for it to cool down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it takes forever. It seems like to get to 150.
Yeah,
it fucking takes forever. It feels like.
Yeah, I like to use like half of my water, or 2/3 of my water for the recipe to get up to like 190 to gelatinize grains. And then once I've added in that high temp amylase, let it do its thing, then I dump in the rest of my water, and I'm almost down to yeast pitching temp.
Cyrus, I got a question for you.
Glucose? Do you add the glucose too?
Yeah, you have to. If you're using high temperature amylase, you have to use the glucose, because the high temperature amylase only converts the starches into long chain sugars, which are not fermentable. And then you add the glucose at like between 90 and 100 degrees, and that converts the long chain sugars into glucose, which is fermentable.
Then you add the yeast.
Cyrus, let me ask you a question. Now, you're talking about getting your greens up to 190, and that's what I've always done. Now, when I got them up to 190, I usually kept them there and tried to keep a consistent temperature for about an hour and a half, something like that. Try to get those to convert the best I can. Now, is there actually a difference in how long you need to keep it at that temperature? And
yeah, I mean, different grains are different. Corn is the hardest to get to gelatinize. That's why you've got to go all the way up to 190, and you've got to hold that for 90 minutes or more.
Like rye.
Other grains, other grains like your barley and your rye, they're not nearly as tough to gelatinize. In fact, a lot of times, if you've got rye or barley in your mash and you've gelatinized your corn, you can throw your rye and your barley in at the end of that 90 minutes with the corn, and on its way down temperature wise, that those grains will gelatinize.
Now, like if you're using the powder amylase, does it matter if you add that 150 or 155?
The powdered amylase is fucking garbage.
Yeah, I've never liked it either. I've never had. If it wasn't for the liquid amylase, I would just be using grains. I would use malted grains. I've never had a lot of luck with that powdered amylase, and maybe it's because I wasn't doing it right. I don't know, but I never liked it.
I'm probably in the same boat, because I tried the powder before I broke down and got the liquid, and I wasn't happy with it. It just didn't turn out the way I thought it would. But when you start dropping that high temp amylase in there, I mean, it's just like, and it's just right in front of your face. I mean, fuck, man, you don't even have time to walk away from it.
Your corn just automatically just loosens up instantly. You know what I mean?
So it's amazing.
Into dextrins.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how far the actual process has come from, backwoods prohibition, hillbillies, whatever you want to call them, to where it is now. It's actually turned into a craft, like, home beer makers, craft beer makers. And I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. I love it.
I do too. It's a way of life, man. And Mark, I don't really use any of them bags anymore, man. I use Pond Pump, and that little filter on the Pond Pump keeps all that grain out of there.
That's what I use too, and I even put a cheesecloth around the pump too.
No, I'll use a brew bag. I'll sit there, and I got two 5-gallon fermenters, and I'll let them ferment. And when I'm racking them, I sat there and I took a 5-gallon bucket, cut damn near almost the whole bottom out, put a screen on the bottom, and I'll stick a brew bag in that bucket. So when I'm taking another bucket and digging in the fermenter and racking it over, it'll catch those grains and everything. It's not going to catch every fucking thing, but I'll take those grains, I'll throw them back in the damn fermenter, put some fucking water on them, and throw some fucking sugar wash on that bitch and run it again.
Just make a sour mash, yeah. Papa Midnight says, don't use too much amylase or it tastes like Band-Aid. I've never, you don't have, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. You can do 10 pounds of grain with 15 milliliters of high temperature amylase. Like it just doesn't take much at all.
It really.
Shot glass. Little shot
When I
glass.
first used it, I was like, "There's no way. There's no way." So I poured in the recommended amount, and I'm like, let's go ahead and throw a little extra in there. I just looking, I just didn't believe the measurement, but yeah, I mean, it's there.
Y'all ever taste that amylase by itself? Let me tell you something, dude. I was out there working one day, and I was holding, the little bags of amylase. Fucking, I had the little nipple, and I just bit it with my teeth because I needed my hands. I poured some in, and I was trying to stir that shit up, and I had that bag right here, and then I went to grab it, and it squirted it in my mouth, and oh, dude, it tastes like nasty Easter egg water, bro.
Oh.
Like Easter egg. It tastes like vinegar that you make Easter eggs in. It tastes the way Easter eggs smell when you make them, dude. The coloring, it's fucking nasty, dude. I was spitting for like 10 minutes. Like, I couldn't get that fucking taste out of my mouth.
I remember that one time I was cleaning my thumper, and I was drinking a beer, and I had apple cider in a bottle there too, and it was sitting, my beer can sitting right next to it, and I wasn't paying attention, and I grabbed the apple cider, and I fucking slammed that the fuck down. Oh man, that was some nasty shit. Got a squirter.
I'm gonna see if I can find some amylase. I'm gonna give that a try.
Hey, Deadman, I got a question for you.
So,
You ain't gonna get away with it, man. We gotta know your fucking blackout story.
fuck you talking about my blackout story?
Come on, Cyrus was talking about a freaking blow up doll at his buddy's house, so let's hear about you.
All right, give me a second. I'll tell you my blackout story.
So, while he's doing that, somebody, now I don't remember. Somebody was asking me a question in the chat. Oh, Robert Cox asked where I get the blue fermenter barrels that I use. Those are used food grade barrels. And where I live locally, we have a lot of food plants like Tyson and Pepper Source, and they get rid of these used food barrels all the time. So they're easy to source around here. You can pick them up for like $20 all day long around here. You can get as many as you want.
Oh shit.
Oh Lord, I just did have to find it, didn't I? I ain't that a bitch. All right, my blackout story. Well, if you're asking me about my fucking blackout story, I obviously already told you. So basically, you're asking me to embarrass myself in front of all these people, which I have no problem with.
Fucking Griff, bro.
You're talking to me, man. You're talking to me.
Don't hurt my feelings not one bit. So I made some apple pie. Hang on, let me fix my shit's about to fall out here. Yeah, that was the wrong way. So I made some apple pie, and I made it a little too strong. Like I said, I was beginning at the time, so I didn't even have a real recipe or anything, and how much liquor to use towards how much, apple pie stock I was making, whatever. So, called up a buddy of mine. He came over and he's like, "Yeah, come on, let's drink some of this apple pie. Let's get fucked up." And he's like, "Sure." And in the process, my neighbor was out, and I'm like, "What you doing tonight?" And he said, "Well, I ain't doing shit." And I'm like, "Good, you should come over and get fucked up." And he's like, "All right." So I went out there with a quart. We were in the backyard. I had a fire going and everything like that. And we went through the quart. So I went and got another one. And we went through that quart. So I guess I went and got another one. I don't remember getting a third one, but apparently I did. So, needless to say, we were ripped completely out of our fucking frame. I don't know where they went or how they got home. I don't even know how I got into the house from the backyard. All I know is that when I woke up the next morning, going, "Oh fuck, what I do last night?" My wife's like, "Let me show you," and she showed me a picture of me just at the foot of our bed, hardwood floor, butt fucking naked, passed out, butt naked. Now, if I had a way to show you the picture, I'd put it up right here and show you. It's a she did a damn good job. She did a damn good job of taking the best tasteful picture that she could of a drunk ass passed out butt naked person on a hardwood floor. She did a damn good job.
Oh, that's
But
funny.
yeah,
Well, sometimes when you give people flavored moonshine, they say, "Oh, I've never tried it. Let me try some." And you've got to warn them. Like, this will sneak up on you. You can't drink it like it tastes.
no, warn them shit. This is when I first started doing shit and I had no guidance to go by whatsoever. Warn them shit. They needed to warn me. I mean, Lord. And we went out. It was, I think that happened in November of whatever fucking year it was. But I remember we went out and it was the same batch of freaking apple pie on Halloween, and my neighbors across the street, they were sitting there and they had one of those, those little portable metal fire pits and whatnot going off and handing the kids candy. So I'm like, "Hey man, y'all want to taste? Y'all want to, let me know what you think." And it was a husband and wife, and the wife was the first one. "Hell yeah! Oh, that's hot. No, really?" So I took a sip of it and I spit it on their damn fire. Yeah, I ain't cut that for shit because the damn fire went. So apparently that's what we were drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Shit
Oh
happens,
yeah.
man.
Hey
Hey,
man,
look,
it's always
you
a good
never
time.
learn to do it the correct way unless you fuck it up at least 3 times.
That's right.
Right? You learn from your mistakes, right?
Hell yeah.
Even if you don't remember them.
I mean that was funny, and that's funny you brought that up. And I don't even know why you brought that up. I don't know. I know Google it listens in on me, and my phone listens in on me. But I was looking for that fucking picture the other day, and it's funny as shit. You just brought that up tonight.
I seen it. I seen the picture. It's on
I'm
TikTok
not
and YouTube.
ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, everybody's been in that position. Now, I mean, if
Well,
my nuts was hanging off to the left, then yeah, I wouldn't
every
have showed anybody the picture. But
Chad
every guest gets asked the same question.
Chad said, "What is each of your preferred proofs for final spirit drinking?" I'm gonna go with I think 100 proofs a good fucking proof,
I
man.
like
90,
85,
100.
um,
90. I like 85,
I'm
90.
90 or 100, but I rarely drink the straight liquor. I rarely do. Um, I'm just I'm just not a big fan of drinking straight liquor. I fucking love the shit out of making it, but I'm more of the like PhilBilly was talking about, and I need to get with him on that peanut butter pie. But I'm more like the apple pie, the orange dreamsicle, this stuff like that. The little girly drinks.
Oh yeah.
Well, for me, it just depends on what it is we're talking about, what liquor we're talking about. Like when Winsong is making all her flavored stuff, she wants 120 to mix all her stuff with. If I'm making a bourbon, I want it around 85 or 90. If I'm making like a sipping corn liquor, I want it like 110. So kind of just depends on what you're making and what you're using it for me.
If I make a bourbon, I'll put it in at 120.
Well,
Putting it in at
aging it.
120, and whatever proof it comes out, I'm happier to picking shit with. Like if it comes out at 115 or 80,
so you like
whatever.
You like those barrel proof bourbons?
Yeah, barrel proof.
Isn't that what
I'm
they
all about
call
the
it?
barrel proof. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So
Yeah.
what do you age? What do you age it in? Is it a
Well,
barrel, or are you putting staves in, chips in?
right now I'm
All of
doing it
it.
with staves. Yeah. All right. Right now I do it with staves. I have some barrels that I'm gonna use. Yeah, that right there. Same shit. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got a couple of your sticks, Cyrus.
Yeah, I've sent a bunch of them out.
Well, I need to make sure you got my address then.
Yeah. Send me your. I think we got. Didn't I send you stickers and shit?
Yeah. I mean, we were
One
in touch
song.
for a while, and then I don't know what happened. There was a big disconnect. I didn't see you or Winsong for quite some time.
Well,
One
we're not
song and
on.
Turner. You know I
We're
got one
not.
for you.
We're not on TikTok much anymore. You
I'm
Uh,
know.
set in my ways. I finally took the time to learn an app, and it just happened to be TikTok. So I really don't feel like taking time to learn another app.
Right. Yeah.
the end of this show, shotgun that everybody's calling for right now.
Oh shit! Here we go.
What was that?
The end of the show, shotgun that everybody's asking for.
So maybe
Oh,
we'll be able to see Griff's passed out moment here.
No, we're about to get off here. If you want to follow him over to TikTok or
No, I'm gonna do
Discord.
this, and I gotta go in the house.
Yeah,
This is
he's
it for me.
pretty mellow tonight.
Winsong said that Deadman pulled a Winsong. I don't know that she's ever passed out, but she does lose her clothes. But she does that wide awake without passing out.
Well, that ain't bullshit because it takes me quite a bit of alcohol for me to, lose my clothes.
we've like gone camping at the lake, and then like strangers will show up at our camp the next morning and say you left your bathing suit in the boat.
Man, hey, Cyrus.
We don't get that crazy anymore, but
I got a question
I'm
for you,
sorry, who
Cyrus.
are you? Have you got a boat?
Hey, Cyrus.
that's kind of what it was.
If me and you ever went camping, right, and you woke
Oh,
up and there was a condom next to you, would you tell anybody?
Oh, geez, I don't know how to answer this.
Griff's talking about booty raping you, bro. What the fuck, Griff?
yeah. I think I would have to say something to somebody.
You would. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well, then
shit.
I'm not
I
going
would
camping.
tell everybody. I would tell everybody just to make sure you never went camping with me again.
Dude, all I gotta say is if my booty's sore, we're gonna fist fight, motherfucker.
It don't give a fuck who's around. Whoever I went camping with, we gonna throw hands. I don't know which one is the culprit, but everybody's gonna get hit.
Oh, shit, Griff. All right, y'all, we're gonna get off here. It's been
All
over
right, I
an hour.
love everybody. Thank you for coming by. Thank
Hey,
you,
it was
Deadman.
fun,
Thank you,
fellas. Thanks
Cyrus.
for the invite.
Enjoyed it.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
on. I'll see y'all later.
All
All right,
right.
bro.